shit isn't. I don't get that my Mac. Um, okay. I like my Mac, but it's not gaming oriented. If you want a gaming computer, go build one. These aren't for gaming, so it's not really comparable because they're built differently for different purposes. That's why that's why I hate when people try to compare Macs to like legit gaming PCs. Even like the Mac Pro, like that's not meant for gaming. Even though it has two graphics cards, that's for not that isn't for gaming. Like making like 4K videos, like making like high intensity things, like not yeah, for high intensity videos and all types of that. I don't know. Okay, I will admit their charging cables suck. They need to make the cables out of higher quality because the one I have right now is currently split. The casing on the cable is starting to split. So I will admit their cables suck. They could put more high quality stuff into it with how much, especially they make you pay for it. They could put a little bit more time and effort into the quality. But I've had my iPhone for probably 6 months now. I haven't had anything really wrong with it. The only thing that I had was my phone got locked in the updating process, but that's because I had the beta version of iTunes, so I just had to update iTunes and that automatically fixed it. That was an iTunes problem. No shit, Sherlock. I don't know. I really never had any of those problems, so I don't know. Like when like actually this is my second iPad, third or fourth iPad too, because I kept on breaking the screen. But when I had problems with it and I went to the Apple Store, they're like, "Oh, how can we help you?" They were always nice to me, so I never really had any of the problems that you had. What what generation did you have? The iPhone 4, the iPhone 4S? Okay.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Sorry. Yeah, that's a very special generation. That phone generation was weird. I didn't like that one. They've they've changed a lot though since then. Like there's a lot of big differences since then. But Because they have to port it over into Mac. It's different. It's different. They'd basically, for them to release it at the same time, they'd have to have double the developers, one coding it for Mac and one coding it for PC. No, there's a lot of bigger YouTubers and a lot of people that use Macs, especially Final Cut Pro. That's a big one for YouTube. That's what a lot of people use once you get into the bigger people. And especially if you're trying to make the videos a lot more professional, that will help. But I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I think it's easier to actually port over to PC than it is to port over to Mac. I don't know though. The one thing that I really like is that there's only like 2 or 3 viruses out for Macs and iPhones and all that. And the one that I know, the most it'll do to a Mac is it'll basically clear your whole desktop and basically just restart your computer and your desktop will be back. So, I mean, that's the most serious virus we have right now. So, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's the strengths and drawbacks to each of them. Yep, that too. I mean, it's also just kind of like, okay, like I hated Windows 8 when it first came out, when I started using it, and then I used it for probably a month or two. Now it's tolerable. I can use it. I can live with it. I can deal. Like you, you can like you can't really say you have an opinion about something unless you actually have tried it, especially with technology. Like you can't just say something off of the specs. Like you have to use it and say, "Oh, this is what I like about this. This is what I don't like about it. But this is what I like about the other one. But this is also what I don't like about it." Like you can't just love everything about something. There's always going to be a drawback or two. I think 10 is going to be better for those people that are more Windows 7 people because it's taking some of the Windows 7 features over and mixing it with some of the Windows 8 features, which, yeah, so I don't know. I think Windows 10 is going to be better. Also, naming. Really? Why? What happened to 9? 8 to 10. Like, why? Why? They're just like, screw 9. 9's gonna suck. So, here's 10. 9. I don't know. And also, Windows 9 just kind of weird. Like, Windows 9? I don't know. And I guess we're keeping with the number theme now after Vista. XP, Vista, 7. 8, 10. What? You ever you ever used Windows Millennium? I have an old ass laptop running Windows Millennium. It is fuck hilarious. Oh yeah. Oh, it is. It doesn't even have a Ethernet port. It actually has a Ethernet card for it that you have to put in for. Yeah, it's running Windows Millennium or Windows 2000. Oh my god, it is fucking hilarious watching it try to do anything. It is. Oh god, it's funny. I'm just keeping it for an artifact because I know it'll be worth something someday. I can't even watch anything. It's so old it won't even download like Flash Player or anything. I don't know. Also, the thing I don't really like about PCs is like after like 2 or 3 years, like your hardware is just old. But I have a late 2012 Mac that I got for relatively cheap, and it's still current. Like I'm really a model behind. Like everything's still really current, even though they make minor hardware updates. They make a lot more software updates that incorporates a bigger spectrum of their hardware. So I don't know. Yeah. Actually, technically, the term PC incorporates Apple because PC means personal computer. So all Macs are technically PCs. So technically, the proper term is Windows, not PC. So you just said you like Macs. How's that upload going?